Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Eli Talks Football and welcome to another episode of Premier League Predictions. This is episode number 35. There's a couple I've missed, but I haven't missed all of them. So this episode 35. And guess what? The season is about nearly done because there's three matches to go. This weekend, the midweek games where teams have a game in hand, and the next Sunday, which is next weekend, is the final day. So there's three games to go. Two of them, and only three of them, two games for all of them teams, but a couple like Manchester United, Chelsea, Man City, and all that stuff have a game in hand. So Chelsea got three games to go, whereas the same for Man City, Newcastle, and all that stuff, and Tottenham as well. Whereas the rest of them, we've only got two games to go. So yeah, it's this weekend, the midweek games, then next weekend, and that's the season done. So it's coming in thick and fast, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And of course, the game I'm looking forward to is the big one, the biggest rivalry, because of Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson. And that is Manchester United versus Arsenal at Old Trafford on Super Sunday. So looking forward to it. Definitely going to do a live watch along on that one. That is if I'm not that busy. So yeah, and of course, when these two met each other in September, I remember I think it was Garnacho that scored the goal that he was offside, but then Declan Rice, scored a late winner, and I believe it was Gabriel Martinelli that scored the other goal to make it 3-1, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, but when it comes to Old Trafford, Arsenal don't have a good record there. They really don't. And Mikel Arteta has only had one win, yeah, at Old Trafford, in his career, because in his first season, I believe that they've lost. So in 2019 or something like that, they've lost. Then 2020, they've won. Then after that, it was a defeat, and then another defeat, and then another defeat, I believe, or something like that. Wait, so this is Mikel Arteta's. So he's been there 5 years. So in 5 games, I think he's only like once, and then he lost two times, and then he drawn, or something like that. Or did he lose three times? I know that in 2021 he lost, then in 2022, something like that. Yeah, he lost two times, and I think that might be it. And then he won once. So this might be his fourth time going to Old Trafford. So yeah. So but listen, not only does Mikel Arteta not have a good record there, but also particular don't have a good record. In the last 16 appearances, I think also have only won twice in 20 years at Old Trafford. The Invincibles when they won at Old Trafford, then in 2020 in COVID. But ever since then, it's been a few draws, but lots of defeats. And also his bigger defeats against Manchester United was an 8-2 hammer win at Old Trafford. So also don't have a good record there. So, but the thing is, Arsenal have doing well this season. So surely this time they can go to Old Trafford and get the job done. But I'll talk more about that when we get to the Man United Arsenal prediction. So stay tuned. But yeah, guys, the season's coming to an end. So if you guys can do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers on the last stream. I'm nearly close to 400, so I need 40 subscribers to go to get 400, and it will take it from there. So if I could get 40 subscribers before the end of this season, that would be great. So make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing, hit the bonus notifications, and also, give this video a thumbs up as well. So, without wasting more time, let's start. So, the first game is a 12:30 p.m. kickoff, and that is Manchester City going away to Fulham. Now, of course, Man City. Now, of course, if you're an Arsenal fan, I know you're praying for Fulham to do something, but unfortunately, they don't because Fulham's record at Craven Cottage is not that great. I believe I believe it's only they beat Arsenal there and they beat who else did they beat? I think they've only beaten Arsenal. I'm not sure if they beat Tottenham before, but yeah, they've lost against Chelsea, they didn't score. They lost against Liverpool. They lost against Man United, which they didn't score. And I think that's it. So yeah, so that's why I think Fulham. I mean, their last game, I believe they drawn or something like that. But for Man City, they absolutely destroyed Wolves, who were a really good team. Holland scored 4 goals, could have been more, and I believe it was Wodgy that scored the fifth goal. I can't remember. So listen, and plus, by the way, if Man City win that game tomorrow, they'll be top of the league just until Sunday. So I know that Man City need to win this game if they want to do a 4P and just pray for their rivals, their biggest rivals, Man United, to do something at Old Trafford. So there we go. So to me, even though some people are predicting a draw, I just see Man City beating Fulham again. I really do. So don't get me wrong, it's not going to be that easy, but I just expect Man City to dominate, get chances and all that stuff. So for this game tomorrow, I have to go for Man City to win a 3-0. I think they'll keep a clean sheet because I don't think Fulham are just gonna cause Man City's defense some problems in that game tomorrow. So I'm gonna go for 3-0. And the goal scorers for me, I'm going to go for Kevin De Bruyne to score and then Holland to score a brace, even though I don't want that to happen because I want Cole Palmer to really catch up to Erling Haaland, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I think Erling Haaland is going to win the Golden Boot again. So yeah, but I think he's going to score 2 goals and I think Kevin De Bruyne will score in this game. So yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0 City. But if Fulham can do something, then Arsenal need to win that game. They need to win that game against Man United. Otherwise, it's going to be pointless. It really is going to be pointless to see who's going to win that and win the league. So, but yeah, listen, man. Man City are going to win this game 3-0, and that's basically it. So that's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow at Sunday lunchtime. All right, we move on into Saturday's kickoff, and there's a lot of them. And the reason why that is because there's a EFL League One playoffs and also the championship as well. So that's why there's a lot of 3 p.m. kickoffs because there's not going to be any 2 p.m. kicks off because of tomorrow's games in the championship. So that's why there's a lot of 3 p.m. kickoffs. So there's a lot. So I believe there's 2 games. So there's 10 games in the league. So I believe there's 7. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, no, there's actually 6. Oh yeah, Monday night. Yeah, that's true. So there's 6 3 p.m. kickoffs. So that is absolutely crazy. But yeah, the next one is Bournemouth against Brentford. Now, of course, Brentford drawn against Fulham in the West London derby. Of course, Bournemouth, I believe, lost against Arsenal, but they gave them a really good game. And like I said before, I predicted 3-1 to Bournemouth. And that for me, yeah, I think Bournemouth got robbed in that game. They really did. I think the Kai Havertz penalty, I'm 50-50 because there was contact, but I don't think there was really much to bring him down just like that. Ian White, who is an Arsenal legend, said that is not a penalty. That should be a goal. So I think Bournemouth played really well against Arsenal, but they got robbed in that game. So yeah, but listen, Bournemouth are really doing well this season. They're already safe. Brentford, even though they're starting to look, they're starting to pick up points. I still don't think they're safe just yet because they are on 36 points. So, and listen, anything can happen over the next couple of games. So, if Brentford can get results, like if they get a draw or win this game, then they're automatically safe for next season. So, there we go. But up against Bournemouth, a really good team at the Vitality Stadium. So, for this game tomorrow, I'm going to go for Bournemouth win on this one. I think Brentford. Do I see Brentford scoring in this game, or do I see Bournemouth keeping a clean sheet? That's going to be. Hmm. And I see Bournemouth winning this game, so I'm going to go for a Bournemouth win of 2-0. I'm going to go for a Bournemouth win of 2-0 because because I would have thought that Brentford were going to get that win against Fulham, but they didn't. They couldn't score. And Brentford's last away game, they've lost against Everton at Goodison Park, which they couldn't score. So yeah, I believe both are going to get that win. So I'm going to go for 2-0. The goal scorers, I'm going to go for Dominic Solanke and Jez Billing, the obvious one, because I don't know who else is going to be scoring for Bournemouth this season in that game. So I'm just going to go for the obvious one. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Bournemouth for that prediction for that game tomorrow. Yeah, the next one, Everton against Sheffield United, who are relegated. So, yeah, I mean, listen, I know that many people are thinking that Sheffield United are going to get something in this game, but listen, Everton have been really doing well under Sean Dyche. I know that in the game against Luton Town they've drawn, which I didn't expect, but this game is at Goodison Park, and ever since that day, they've let me just get it up. So let me just get up Everton's thing. So Everton's games at Goodison Park this season have been really good. They've and also they kept a clean sheet as well. Because look at this, they kept a clean sheet and they beat Brentford 1-0. They beat Everton. I mean, they beat Liverpool 2-0. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. They beat Burnley 1-0. Um, so yeah, Everton's last couple games at Goodison Park have ended in a win and kept a clean sheet. And also, by the way, congratulations to Sean Dyche who wins Premier League Manager of the Month. In his last 6 games, he's won 4 times, including that big win against Everton, drawn against Luton Town, and who else? Who did he lose? Oh yeah, he lost against Chelsea, of course, 6-0 away from home. But well done to Sean Dyche, really, really good. I think that was the right decision for me and for him to get the manager for months. So well done. So yeah, looking back at the table, um, Everton, if they win this game, they're safe because 40 points guarantee you, survival. So, and I believe Everton will get the job done because Sheffield United are relegated. They'll also get Nottingham Forest 3-1, which I predicted spot on. So, yeah, man, I can see Everton get another clean sheet and another win. So, for this game tomorrow, I'm going to go for 2-0 Everton. That is it. That is it because Sheffield United are down. Everton, they want to get that survival. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-0 Everton. And let's hope that Sean Dice wear that suit because ever since he wore that suit, they kept a clean sheet and they did really well. So yeah, so I'm gonna go for 2-0 Everton. The goal scorers, the Colway and Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score for Everton. So yeah, that's gonna be my prediction for that one tomorrow. So yeah, 2-0 to Everton. Right. The next one is Newcastle versus Brighton at St James Park, of course. I believe Newcastle put Burnley in a split by beating them 4-1, which I didn't expect because I thought that Burnley are going to do something. Now I'm hoping that Brighton, since they beat as Villa, I'm hoping they can put in the same performance because I want Newcastle to drop points because Chelsea got Nottingham Forest, and that's why I'm hoping that Arsenal and Brighton can do us a favour because if we beat Nottingham Forest and if we beat Brighton, then that means Europa League is secured. But I'm hearing that if we make it to Europe, we're going to be in serious trouble by FFP. So listen, whose fault is that? Todd Bowley for spending £1 billion and not getting Chelsea to the Champions League. So there we go. But we're going to have to wait to see what happens. But I just hope that Todd Bowley finds a way. Otherwise, next season, we're not going to play in Europe, which is going to be very disappointing. So, but yeah, but hopefully Bryce can do us a favor. But it's at St. James Park. It's a difficult place to go to. So, unfortunately, I have to say sorry, not Brighton. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to, Newcastle going to get that win. So, yeah, I mean, I can see this being another 4-1 to Newcastle like they did against Burnley. So, and by the way, Callum Wilson is back as well. He is back for Newcastle. So, yeah, unfortunately, I have to go for Newcastle 4-1 win. That's what I've got to say. But hopefully, fingers crossed, either Brighton can win that game or get a draw. You know, I mean, for Brighton, I think the best thing for them is to get a draw in this game instead of. But if they do win, I'll be very happy. But unfortunately, not going to do us a favor. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go for Newcastle 4-1 win in that game tomorrow. So, yeah, the goal scorers, Isak to score twice, Anthony Gordon to score, and also Callum Wilson to score as well. For Brighton, I'm just gonna go for either Pascal Gross or maybe Danny Welbeck to score for Brighton. So yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go for Newcastle 4-1 win against Brighton. Right, the next one, and surely Tottenham need to do something, you know, because surely they cannot drop points against Burnley, who are 19th in the league. I know that Chelsea dropped points against Burnley, but at least we didn't like lose to them, which we could have done. But surely Tottenham simply cannot lose this game. They cannot lose. They cannot go 5 games in a row when they lose because they lost against Newcastle. They lost against Arsenal, they lost against Chelsea, and lost against Liverpool. So surely Ange Postecoglou needs to find a better system because this high line for life, yeah, it's just exposing them. I know that before the Chelsea game, teams, didn't, couldn't get and expose and all that stuff. They couldn't figure this out. But they've been watching Chelsea, and ever since the high line, he got exposed and he been found out. So surely Ange Postecoglou need to find a better way. But I doubt here that he's going to stick to this high line for life and all that stuff. He's not going to change. So, yeah, man. But listen, Tottenham have got better players than Burnley. No disrespect. I'm hoping that Datu Fana can do us a favor and score two past them and make sure they get the win. But for me, yeah, I think Tottenham will bounce back. And I hate to say this, but I think they will bounce back. But if Burnley win, of course, I'll be very happy. Of course, I'll be laughing at Tottenham and I'll be very happy because Chelsea can still get a chance here to be above Tottenham because they're 6 points behind them. And the only way for us to be above Tottenham is that if Tottenham lose tomorrow, they lose against Man City and they lose against Sheffield United and they drop points against Sheffield United away. That's the only way for that to happen. And if Chelsea can go above Tottenham, that means we need to beat Nottingham Forest tomorrow. We need to beat Brighton away, and we need to beat Bournemouth at home. That's the only way. But wait to see what happens, man. Wait to see what happens. But for this game, I think Tottenham are going to get this win, and surely they cannot drop points and they cannot lose another game. If they do, then honestly, Tottenham are laughing stock, and they're absolutely dead. They really are. But I'm going to go for Tottenham win of 3-1 because I think Burnley will score. I'm not sure who, but the Tottenham goal scorers, I'm going to go for Son to score twice because he scored a hat trick against them, and I believe maybe with Charlison to score as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-1 to Tottenham in that game tomorrow because surely they cannot drop points. Surely they just can't. They just can't. So yeah, I'm gonna go 3-1 to Tottenham for that one. The next one is West Ham versus Luton. Of course, Luton got a draw against Everton, which wasn't enough. Of course, West Ham got absolutely destroyed and hammered by Chelsea, which is their last game. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Brentford, I think for me, if they win, if they beat Bournemouth, then they are safe. But for Nottingham Forest, so yeah, so it goes down to the final three. Nottingham Forest, Luton Town, and Burnley. Now, of course, and it all depends on the final day of the season. So if Burnley want to really give hope, they need to beat Tottenham Hotspur and make sure that Nottingham Forest and Luton Town draw points in that game. So yeah, the battle for survival continues. So we'll be joining Sheffield United, If Nottingham Forest will at least, if Nottingham Forest want to stay up, they need to beat Chelsea and make sure that Luton Town and Burnley drop points. So this is a really big game for all of these three teams. So yeah, but listen, Luton Town up against West Ham United now. Um, I mean, part of me thinks that this might be a draw, but I don't think. But I think West Ham should bounce back. They should bounce back. But part of me think that this might be a 2-2 draw, something like that. It's really difficult, but I think West Ham should win this game. I'm not saying that would win this comfortably, but I think West Ham should win this game. It's going to be a tough one because Luton are really going to fight for their lives. So don't think that it's going to be easy for West Ham United, which it isn't. But it's at the London Stadium, so I expect West Ham to play much better football. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to West Ham. I'm going to go 2-1. Or do I think Luton? Yeah, I think Luton Town will score in this one. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1. It's going to be very tight, but I think West Ham will get the job done. I'm going to give them to get the 3 points. Luton Town's goal scorer, maybe Elijah Adebayor, or maybe Ross Barkley. West Ham, I'm going to go for Joe Bowen, and I'm going to go for Mikel Antonio to score in those games. So, yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 to West Ham for that game tomorrow against Luton Town. So, yeah, but if Luton Town can pull off a win, then they really do have hopes going into the final day of the season. So, but I think West Ham are going to get that win, and I think they'll bounce back. So, yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to West Ham for that game tomorrow. Then the next one, we go into the West Midlands. Wolves versus Crystal Palace. Of course, Wolves got absolutely destroyed and and battered by Manchester City at the Etihad. Whereas for Crystal Palace, they put Manchester United in the split, which I did a live watching on, by the way, by putting them 4 past them. So yeah, man, I think the new manager only lost once, when it came to Crystal Palace. Ever since then, it's been a draws, but then a few wins. So he's been doing a fantastic job. Excuse me. So yeah, what he's doing for Crystal Palace has been really good. He's got the best out of Eze, Olise, Paqueta, and he kept a clean sheet against Manchester United. But not only that, he managed to do the double for Man United for the first time in their history. So Crystal Palace are doing fantastic jobs. Where were they in the table actually? They're in 14th. So yeah, they'll be staying for next season because they got 43 points. So, and by the way, they're not far from Wolves, because Crystal Palace have a better goal difference than Wolves, you know. So yeah, so if Crystal Palace beat Wolves, and if Fulham drop points against Manchester City, they'll go from 15th to 12th, and all depends on the final day of the season. So, yeah, Crystal Palace new manager, man, what he's doing, Olivier, has been fantastic. So fair play to them. So, yeah, for this game at Monaco, I've nothing to say other than a Crystal Palace win, unless Wolves can, bounce back after that defeat. But Crystal Palace are playing really good, they really are. So for this game tomorrow, I'm going to go for a Crystal Palace win of 2-0. I see them keeping another clean sheet and I see them getting another win. And like I said, if they beat them, they'll go from 15 to 12, and it all depends from the final result. So, yeah, man, he's been doing really well. So, the 2-0, the goal scores for that game, I'm going to go for Michael Elise and Eze to score for those, the two wingers, of course, to score because them two have been doing really, really good. And I think they'll keep another clean sheet. So I'm going to go for Crystal Palace 2-0 win against Wolves for that game on Saturday. So there we go. And then the next game, which is going to be live on TV on Sky Sports main event and Sky Sports Premier League, is relegate, battle for survival versus the battle for Europe. Forest against Chelsea. I don't think that Chelsea got a really good record against Nottingham Forest because wait, when they came in wait, let me check the recent results. One sec, because I know that they beat us at Stamford Bridge this season. Let me check Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea head to head. Let me just see. Um, let me just see the couple results. If I it's not Chelsea's club record, yeah. Let me see. Let me just Yeah, man, look, ever since Nottingham Forest came up, you know, we drew to them 1-1 in the Premier League. We drew to them last season. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that right? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we drew to them, 1-1. Ever since Nottingham Forest came up in the league, we don't have a good record there. We don't have a good record. In the last three games, we've drawn twice and we've lost once, and that's when they beat us this season. So I'm hoping and praying to God that this is not going to be another game without to win against Forest, and they do the double for us. I hope it's not going to be the case. So I really hope, yeah, that Pochettino stick to these players because let me also give you the reason why we need to win this game because we've got some players who are back for Chelsea, and I'm going to tell you who they are. So let me get it up. So here's the injury updates as I'm recording this right now. So the 10th of May 2024. So Reece James is back for Chelsea. He's in team training. The likes and also Leslie Uguchuku is in team training as well. Robert Sanchez is back, but he's not back for the squad. So it looks like Leslie Uguchuku and Reece James is going to be back in back in the squad potentially tomorrow, but we'll wait and see. Of course, Ben Chilwell's still injured, Carney Chukwuemeka is still injured, Enzo Fofana and Lavia is still injured. So Reece James is back, and Leslie Kuchuku is back as well. And I feel like Malo Gusto and Leroy Colwell is back for Chelsea because they're not in the injury list as well. So there we go. But yeah, we got some players back, and it's not an excuse. Nostal Forest, I know they'll be fighting for their lives, but Nostal Forest are in a relegation zone, and they want to really make sure that they get at least a point or 3 points if they want to survive. So there we go. And by the way, guys, if Nottingham Forest do the double for us, that will be the first time since 1978 to 1979 season. So I believe that will be 45, no, yeah, 45 years ago that this happened. Yeah, let me see. 20, no, I think it might be 45 years ago that this happened. One sec. So, yeah, 45 years ago. So, I just hope that we stop them from doing the double, because if that happens, then we're just not a for his bogey team, like we don't do well. But I just really hope that Pochettino doesn't make any changes, even though some players are back. I'll be sticks to the same system, which is allow Kukurea to be inverted into that midfield to play alongside Caicedo, allowing Conor Gallagher to press up the field and allowing our attackers to really do well. That's what I'm hoping for this game tomorrow. So hope we don't also make any changes. So listen, I just really hope we put in the same performance as we did against Tottenham and Nottingham Forest. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an easy game because Nottingham Forest are fighting for their lives, but I'm hoping that we get the job done. I hope we, you know, end our winless game against Nottingham Forest. So for this game tomorrow, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Chelsea because I think we'll concede. Hopefully, do keep another clean sheet. And yeah, I just really hope that Pochettino sticks to that same formation because it's another low block, which you couldn't do against West Ham. So I really hope that Pochettino sticks to that system and, and allows, players to really do well against a low block team. So there we go. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to Chelsea for this one. Not to go his full scorer. Um, I mean, if Callum scores against us, I don't think he'll celebrate, but I'll be very disappointed if he did do that. I would be very disappointed, but we'll wait and see. For Chelsea goal scorers, I'm going to go for Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson to score. So, yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to Chelsea. It's going to be a tight game. I just hoping that we get the job done. So that's what I'm hoping and praying for this game tomorrow. So, yeah, no excuses. If we don't win this game, then we're in serious trouble for the Europa League. So we need to win this game and making sure that other teams drop points. So there we go. So that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, 2-1 to Chelsea is going to be my prediction. So yeah, like I said, no two pen kicks. So on a Sunday, it's only going to be Manchester United versus Arsenal game. But listen, Arsenal need to win this game. There's no excuses because they've got all their players back, especially the likes of you and Timber, who I don't think is going to be starting this game, by the way, on Sunday. So Arsenal need to win this game. No excuses. Because they put in the last game, Eric Ten Hag put Casemiro and Johnny Evans as a centre back. Johnny Evans, who is 35 years old, and Casemiro, who's a CDM, and he put them both as centre back. I have to tell you, and I have to say this as well. If Arsenal don't put more than 3 goals past them, then it's embarrassing. But even more embarrassing is that if they draw this game or even potentially lose this game, then they're not winning the league. They're not winning the league. And I know they'll be hoping and praying that Man City do a job, that Tottenham do a job against Manchester City, but we all know that's not going to happen. So Arsenal, if they want to put pressure on Manchester City and make it to the final game of the season, they need to win this game against Manchester United. Because I know that they don't have a good record there, but Arsenal have been doing well this season. They got better players than Manchester United. Declan Rice is improving. Trossard been scoring goals. Arsenal need to get the job done. If they don't win this game, then it's particularly over. Well, it all depends on Tuesday because if Man City if Arsenal lose this game against Manchester United, and if Man City beat Fulham and Tottenham away, then that means they've won the league. And because Arsenal cannot catch up to them, they just can't. They just can't. So Arsenal need to get the job done against Manchester United. I think they will. Now, I might heard many people saying 3-0, 4-0, something like that. But I don't think it's going to be easy for Arsenal. I think it's going to be difficult. So I think Arsenal will get the 3 points at Old Trafford. If they don't, then it's over for them. It really is. So for this game, I'm gonna go for an Arsenal win. I mean, Yeah, Man United ain't scoring this game because Arsenal will keep a clean sheet. So I'm gonna go for Arsenal win of 2-0. I'm gonna, even though I'm hearing that Rashford and is it for one that I've heard that he's coming back from injury, but yeah, but Mason Mount is injured again. He's injured. I mean, Man United, I know we're in a mess, but Man United are much more of a mess because Mount is injured again and they're below Chelsea. So there we go. So I'm not sure he's going to be played as a central attack midfielder for the game tomorrow. So that's why I also need to win this game because Man United have got another injury and that is Mason Mount. So I also need to win this game. No excuses. If they don't, then boys, the league title is over for them. It really is. But anything can happen again on Tuesday. But we'll just have to wait to see. But yeah, I'm going to go for Arsenal 2-0 win. The goal scorers, I'm going to go for Bukayo Saka to score and also Trossard as well, or maybe even Kai Havertz. I changed my mind. Yeah, I might go for either Kai Havertz and Saka to score for that game on Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to it. Also need to win, no excuses. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-0 to also for that game on Sunday, Super Sunday, the game of the weekend, the big game, as I like to call it. And then the final one is Aston Villa versus Liverpool. And of course, on Tuesday, I'm gonna go over the game in hand, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, Monday night football, Villa against Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool bounced back. You know, they beat Tottenham 4-2. Whereas by Aston Villa yesterday, they got absolutely destroyed. Yeah, by Olympiacos, 6-1 aggregate 2-0. So yeah, that European dream is over. So listen, I think Liverpool don't have any chance. But I will say this though. I will say this. One sec. Where is it? I will say this though. If um Liverpool can still manage to do this, because if Man City and Arsenal lose every game, and if Liverpool beat Aston Villa and their final game of the season, then they'll still win the league. I know that it's over for them, and I know they're 5 points. But if Liverpool want to win the league, they need to get at least 6 points and make sure that Arsenal and Man City lose every game. But I don't think it's going to happen. So I think Liverpool, their league title is done. But anything can happen, you know. Anything can happen. But listen, they're away to Aston Villa. And of course, as Villa, at home have lost against Chelsea in the league. They would have lost, but they've managed to get a draw. But they beat Arsenal, they beat Man City, they've lost against Tottenham, and they lost against Manchester United. So yeah, Liverpool. I mean, it's going to be a difficult game, but of course, Villa are challenging for the title. I mean, challenging for the Champions League. So I believe, yeah, if Tottenham lose against Burnley as well, then despite Aston Villa not beating Liverpool, Champions League is secured for them because Tottenham cannot catch up to them. They just can't. They can, but they just really can't. So there we go. But we'll wait to see what happens. But I don't know what to say about this game. It could be a Villa win. It could be a draw. It could be a Liverpool win. So um, yeah, it depends if Liverpool, if the likes of Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz can be clinical like they were against Tottenham. So yeah, I don't know what to say about this game, but maybe Liverpool win. It's going to be a tight one, but I think Liverpool might win this game. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 because it is going to be tight. It is going to be tight. I'm not sure how Aston Villa are going to be doing after that disappointing defeat against Olympiacos yesterday, but wait to see. You know, Villa is going to be a difficult place to go to, but I think if Liverpool can be clinical in this game, which I think they will do, then I think they will get the job. So but yeah, as Villa against big teams at home, I've only got 2 wins. I've only got 2 wins, and that was against title waste teams, the likes of Arsenal and Man City, you know. But they've drawn against Chelsea, they lost against Man United and Tottenham. So yeah, there we go. So as Villa has some good and bad moments. So it's like close to like 50-50, like I say like 40% and 60% when it comes to facing big teams this season. So but yeah, man, I don't know what to say about this game Monday night. All I know is that if Aston Villa can, if Aston Villa beat Liverpool, then Champions League is secured. So that's all I've got to say. So we're gonna have to wait to see. But I think Liverpool are gonna win this game 2-1. So yeah, man. I don't know what to say about that game. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Liverpool, the obvious one. And the goal scores for that game, I'm gonna go for Ollie Watkins to score for Villa. For Liverpool, I'm gonna go for Mo Salah and maybe McAllister or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1. Actually, no, I might go for Trent. No, actually, no, I'm gonna go for Salah and McLaren to score for Liverpool. So yeah, those are gonna be my prediction. I mean, like I said, it might be a draw, it might be a Villa win, it might be a Liverpool win, but I don't want to say, but I'm just gonna go for a Liverpool win to win 2-1. It's gonna be a tight one, but I think Liverpool get the job done and get the 3 points. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that one, unfortunately. But we'll wait to see what happens on a Monday night. Right. That is all my Premier predictions. Let me go through them one more time. So Saturday's games, lunchtime kickoff. I'm gonna go for Man City 3-0 win against Fulham. Then the next one, 2-0 Bournemouth win against Brentford. Then the next one, 2-0 Everton win against Sheffield United. Then the 3 p.m. kickoff games, Newcastle to destroy Brighton 4-1. Then Tottenham to bounce back to beat Burnley 3-1 at their stadium. West Ham to win 2-1 against Luton Town. Crystal Palace to win 2-0 against Wolves in the West Midlands. Then Chelsea, hopefully, to end winless game against Nottingham Forest by hoping and beating them 2-1 at Nottingham Forest. And hopefully, Arsenal to, beat this West Man United team. And let's hope that they end their Old Trafford, you know, bad record. So I'm going to go 2-0 to them. Then on Monday night, I'm going to go for Liverpool 2-1 win against Villa. Um, um, at Villa Park. So yeah, and then on Tuesday, I'm gonna be doing my predictions. Or should I do it on? Yeah, I'm gonna on Tuesday. I'm gonna go over my the last week's no, this weekend's predictions, and also predicting Tottenham Hotspur face Man City, which is a big game. Then Wednesday, Brighton, Chelsea, and Manchester United versus Newcastle. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, guys, that is all my Premier predictions for gaming number 37 for this weekend. So let me know in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree on any of my predictions for this weekend. So yeah, game is nearly coming to an end. 3 games to go for some teams, 2 games to go as well. Game week 37. So like I said, this weekend, midweek games, and then next weekend will be the final game of the season. So who will finish in the top 4? Who will win the title? And who will finish in European places? But most importantly, who will survive? Will Nottingham Forest do it? Will Burnley do it? Or will Luton Town do it? We're gonna have to wait and see. So that's what I'm looking forward from now until the final day of the season, which is next Sunday. So I'm certainly looking forward to that one. So yeah, it's gonna be really big and a huge one, especially for teams who are batting for survival. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those games. All right, guys. So that is it for this video. Make sure you guys are liking if you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget if you're new, the subscribe button below in the bonus notifications so the never miss my YouTube content. Make sure you share this video to everyone as well. And yeah, don't forget Sunday. No, actually tomorrow there's going to be a live watch live and a match reaction to Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. So make sure you guys check that out. Of course, on Sunday, which is the big one, Man United versus Arsenal, definitely going to do the live watch now because that is a big game. It really is. So will Man United shock Arsenal or Arsenal, destroy and batter Manchester United? So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, man. But yeah, so looking forward to those games. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that game on Sunday. Definitely gonna be doing a live watching on that one. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good luck to all of you. And yeah, I'll see you later for tomorrow for Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. In a big people, peace. God bless you and big up your damn selves. I'm out of here.